Every family has its favorite recipe for potato salad. Today I'm sharing a Castira favorite. It's naturally sweet and creamy, and it uses sweet and creamy red skin potatoes that are dressed with a little mayonnaise, vinegar, and herbs, and then topped with sliced hard-boiled eggs. And into a steamer basket, a little bit of salt, water to the top of the steamer basket. Add 5 pounds of red potatoes. These are red bliss. You could also use the small white potato, but I just like the idea of using the red. It's a very flavorful potato. Don't skimp on the water underneath the basket. Make sure you have plenty because you don't want that to boil away during the 25 minutes or so that it takes to cook the potatoes until they're tender to the point of a sharp knife. So here the potatoes are perfectly cooked. They're still warm. The skins will just peel off, as you can see. So very easy. Use a little paring knife. And if there are any little brown spots, you can just slice them off. You don't want those little brown spots. Cioci Kasia, who I learned this recipe from, Cioci Kasia means Aunt Catherine in Polish, made the best potato salad. So here we have our bowl of sliced potatoes. Now to this we add 1 white onion. It's a medium onion, and we have finely grated it on a wood rasp. This really is important to do, to grate it finely. You don't want big pieces of onion in the potato salad, and you want it almost undiscernible. You just don't want to know that it's there. You want to taste it. A half a cup of distilled white vinegar. You could use cider vinegar, but Cioci Kasia always used white vinegar in her potato salad. She also used about a teaspoonful, a little heaping teaspoonful of sugar, and about a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of salt. So I'll do a little bit more than a half a teaspoon. Lots of black pepper. And 1 cup of mayonnaise mixed with about a cup of buttermilk. Now sometimes if she didn't have buttermilk, she would use water, but I like using just the buttermilk. And you can use a low-fat buttermilk or a whole-fat buttermilk. And if you don't have buttermilk, you could use whole milk thickened with the white vinegar that you just poured into the salad. That makes a very tasty homemade buttermilk. So see how nice and creamy that looks without being cream? And now add your potatoes. And we're not going to stir, we're not going to use a spoon on the potatoes. The way we're going to mix is to pour back and forth from bowl to bowl. You can also add some chopped cornichon or sliced cornichon. You could also use dill pickles, very finely chopped, which are very delicious, or you could use a sweet gherkin also. So here we're just going to pour from bowl to bowl. And as this sits, it gets thicker as the milk and mayonnaise gets absorbed into the cooked potatoes. See how good this looks? And it has to be chilled. This will be really tasty in a couple of hours. So look how beautiful it looks. I love it. That's a good mix. So then a little bit of a toss. Looks watery, but this will get absorbed into the potatoes as they chill. If using a mayonnaise-based dressing, it's best to let the potatoes cool a little so that the mayonnaise doesn't melt and become oily. These are plenty cool for the mayonnaise. It's very important to chill the potato salad before serving and garnishing with hard-boiled egg. So here's our potato salad. And put this into your serving bowl. And again, sometimes Cioci Kasia, Aunt Catherine, would garnish with hard-boiled eggs if it were for a picnic, or if she were selling this in the deli, there would be no hard-boiled eggs, just a sprinkling of parsley and sometimes dill. Level it off a little bit. You see how nice and moist it is? Very pretty. And then with your knife, we've already sliced the eggs. These can go around the perimeter of the bowl. And they'll get mixed in and people get a little bit of egg. Make sure your eggs are not 2 hard-boiled. These are 13-minute eggs, which means you bring the eggs to a boil, turn off the heat, and cover for 13 minutes. That's generally a perfect hard-boiled egg. And a nice sprinkling of parsley. And here you have a beautiful potato salad, thanks to Chachikasha Krukar from Jersey City, New Jersey. And whether at a picnic, a barbecue, or a holiday dinner, everyone loves potato salad.